friends. Now just look at this day. Look at the sunshine beating in. Is it not the perfect day to make some cheese? What a great day to make winter go by faster. Now, this is such an easy recipe. If you've ever had that Bourassin type soft cheese in the store, the herb and garlic spreadable cheese, it is so delicious. Now, it's not a cream cheese consistency, it's an actual cheese. So let's get started. You don't actually need a lot of ingredients. So what you're going to need is 8 cups of homogenized milk or raw milk if you have access to that. You're going to need 2 cups buttermilk, and the milks cannot be ultra pasteurized. They can be from the grocery store, but they cannot say ultra pasteurized. There can be regular pasteurized, and that's it. And then you're going to need 4 tablespoons of lemon juice, salt and pepper, and we will get to the herb and garlic spices as we go. So first of all, what we want to do is we want to get our milk all measured out. So you're going to measure out your 8 cups of milk, and what we're going to do is you're going to find a really heavy bottomed pot, because you cannot burn this milk. If you burn it or scorch it at all, your whole cheese is ruined. So you have to be patient, and you have to stir quite a bit. So I used a wooden utensil in my very heavy bottom stock pot. So really important that you use your heaviest bottom stock pot for this, because you don't want it to burn. It'll be totally ruined. So now you're going to bring the milk up to an exact temperature. So you're going to be stirring constantly until it reaches 80 degrees Celsius or 175 degrees Fahrenheit. Now mine took about 45 minutes to come to boil because I started it on really, really low, and I kept it there until I reached temperature. So you need a good thermometer that is accurate, and it's very important it's accurate, because in that exact moment it reaches the 80 degrees Celsius, you need to take it off the stove and let it sit on the counter for just a couple minutes. This is the point where now you're going to add your 2 cups of buttermilk. So you add that and then just leave it for a few minutes and just wait. So now I've got my milk here, and I've added my buttermilk at that exact temperature. There's a couple other things that we're going to need, which involves a bowl, a strainer, and also some cheesecloth. If you don't have good cheesecloth, that's really something great to invest with if you're getting into cheese making, because you want one where it's fine enough where the liquid will still go through but the curds will still stay. So this is just what I'm using today. It's a simple bowl, and because this isn't it makes a beautiful sized block, but it's not like a massive recipe. So you just need like a medium sized bowl, your strainer, and your cheesecloth. So now I'm just showing you that it's come up to temperature. It's the perfect time to add our buttermilk. So at this point, I'm watching this like crazy. I was stirring it like crazy. I'm not letting it burn, and I'm using a wooden spoon to keep it burning off the bottom. And I now added my 2 cups of buttermilk and my 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. As you can see, the lemon juice there in the corner. And then you want to just really be gentle and not stir like crazy, but don't do anything vigorous. Just be really gentle as the curds are forming, and you'll start to see like it happen magically right before your eyes. It's really neat. And you can even let it sit for a couple minutes and let the curds form. You don't need to be stirring the whole time. And this is kind of what it's going to look like. It's going to look like frothy and foamy at first, but it's actually separating the yellow liquid there. That's the whey from the curd. And so just be really gentle with it. Don't be stirring it constantly, and just let it kind of form. And every now and again, you can give it a gentle stir. You can see it really starting to separate now. It's becoming really beautiful, and the lots of whey is coming to the top. So now you're going to get your strainer ready and your cheesecloth lined into your strainer, and you're going to slowly pour the cheese over top of your cheesecloth and start separating the whey. So I waited about 5-10 minutes before I did the straining process. So here it is. It's all looking so beautiful, and it's very, very, very soft. So you need to be gentle, and you're just going to slowly push down with a spoon until most of the liquid comes out. Not all of it's going to come out, and it's going to stay very soft. Now what I did is I slowly took the cheesecloth up on the sides after it sat there. I let it sit by itself to do its thing for a few minutes. And I just gently turned it and got a little bit more excess and a little bit more excess out. So this is the time that you want to get your herb and garlic spices out. So you don't have to use exactly mine. You can customize it to your own. But I used onion powder, parsley, garlic, oregano, and basil. And I use those in about maybe half a teaspoon, quarter of a teaspoon of each. I didn't measure. I also put salt and pepper in. You want to, not too much pepper, but you want to have at least a teaspoon of salt in there. I'm on a low sodium diet, so I cut that in half, and it was still wonderful. It was really amazing. So you just do whatever you think as you're doing it. How you can taste it as you go as well, and see what the flavor profile is and how you like it, and adjust it at that time. So I've got the onion, the garlic, the parsley, the basil, and just a tiniest bit of oregano because I don't want too much of that flavor. So you guys, it's coming along. It's looking so good. And so now I'm adding that spices in, and I mixed it around by hand a little, and I did extra squeezing of the thing, really gentle. And I just made sure to get all of that, as much of that liquid out as I could. And I have a cheese mold, but you don't have to do that. You can put it into any kind of container. Now, this is my cheese mold, cheddar making mold. It's got holes in the bottom, so I have it in the strainer, but you can use anything you want to put it into a bowl and press it with. Even the bottom of a glass works. I've done it with other things before I got this little mold. So that just helps get the pressure. The mold just helps get the pressure out. And look, you guys, it's amazing. Like, you have this to bring as a gift somewhere. You have it for dinner. You can have it as that makes an amazing part of an appy spread. I just cut up all of these meat, vegetables, pickles. Those are my pickled carrots on there, and pickled asparagus, and just made a really nice tray for us to nibble on with some crackers. But wouldn't that be so nice to bring to an event, and so easy? And when they ask you, you can say you made it yourself. So that type of cheese I was referring to is in the store that's just like this. It's called Barras, and we have it here in Canada. I don't know what you would call it, but Borson. Maybe it's called Borson. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy your cheese, and I'll see you next time when we make the next kind of cheese in the next video. If you want to make more cheese together, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, friends. You can catch me on Instagram at Insightful Self. Bye for now.